Microphone. That's very good. So it is already 1 p.m. Philippines Standard Time. So distinguished TVET practitioner, professional experts, teachers, and administrators, welcome to this first webinar organized by Colombo Plan Staff College. And I hope you all are fine and doing well, even though lockdown situation. As you all know, today topic is soft skill development of TVET graduate in the age of IR 4.0. As you know, in TVET, hard skills are very, very important to perform a job, whereas soft skills are equally important to sustain and maintain the job. Please mute your microphone. So today we have two speakers. First one is very active, energetic, and versatile. He is none other than Mr. Inamul Haq. He is from Bangladesh. Currently, he is working as sub-assistant engineer in communication network supervision and amplification, trading division at Power Grid Company of Bangladesh Limited. He is also working as technical committee member in third subcommittee out of 7 formed by Ministry of Education, Government of Bangladesh to develop Bangladesh qualification framework. He is trainer, assessor, researcher, skill development activist, IT professional, and learning module developer. Mr. Hawk is a certified accreditor at the Asia Pacific Accreditation and Certification Commission, APAC. He is a certified trainer by ILO on entrepreneurship in the Start and Improve Your Business SIYB package. Mr. Hawk is qualified as an industry assessor of BTEB in the IT support occupation. He is voluntarily working as research fellow for Institute of Diploma Engineers Bangladesh, IDEB. His extensive work experience in communication network skills and entrepreneurship development for more than 10 years with the motivation to produce productive human capital and contribute to national economic growth. So this is a brief introduction of Mr. Haq. So also we have today our respected Director General, CPSC, Dr. Ram Lamit Sane. He will also going to present few slides. Then after that, he will conclude today's webinar. So without further delay, may I request Mr. Inamul to start your presentation. Thank you all. Please, Mr. Inamul.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, but the slides are not there still. Slides are not there.
But already entered.
No.
Now is
No. You have to go through the present now button.
I know, sir. Okay, wait.
Yeah, please. Slides are not there.
Wait. Now is okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Now you have to press the PowerPoint slides.
Okay, sir. Now okay.
No, still no.
But I did already.
It is not displaying. You go again there. Present okay, now. Sir. Then full screen.
Window. Fine.
Then share. You have to click on share. Then to your PowerPoint.
Now okay.
No. Only file is visible, not your slides.
But I already done. Don't know.
You have to press the share button also, share.
Yeah, present now, then a window.
Wide screen, then in the middle you have to press the share now, share button, then only to the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's coming. Coming.
Okay.
Please, somebody else has entered. Mr. Sajid Rahman, please do not press the now button.
Now,
Mr. Sajid Rahman.
now am I audible?
Yeah, audible, but you have to do it again. Because someone entered in between, you know.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Go to full screen.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, now
am I
fine.
audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Welcome. Good morning, good evening. Welcome to all. This is MD Namul Haq. I am the research fellow of Institution of Diploma Engineering Bangladesh, the largest professional organization in Bangladesh. And first of all, I would like to thank to the Honorable Director General of our prestigious organization, Colombo College, giving me the opportunity to present such a big event. Nowadays, the big platform. So today, I would like to present about soft skills development of TVET graduates in the age of Industry Revolution 4. So let me start with some objectives of today's presentation. The main today's objective, the first objective of today's presentation is to understand the importance of soft skills development for TVET graduates. The second objective of today's presentation is to understand the skills for the world of work. The third objective of today's presentation to discuss what skill set is required in the age of IR4 for TVET graduates. We need to know what soft skills is required for the TVET graduates. The last objective of today's presentation.
Mr. Enamul.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sorry. Yes, sorry, somebody entered again. You have to redo again. Someone is again entered, you know, in between.
Okay. Very much disturbing.
Yeah. I don't know who is that person, but why he's disturbing everyone. Okay, now it's okay.
So I already did about our my today's presentation. Today I have 4 objectives of today's presentation. May I call again that to understand the importance of soft skills and to understand the skills for the world of work, and what soft skill set is required in the age of IR4 for TVET graduates, and last on how countries integrate this of soft skills into their TVET curriculum. So these are the objectives of today's presentation. Let me start with
once again.
Once again, that person again entered. Mr. Enamul, you have to redo again.
Okay, sir. Sir, am I audible right now?
Yeah, fine.
Let me start with 14th regulations about. As you all know, the previous industry regulations that has liberated humankind from animal power, that has made mass production possible and brought digital capabilities to billions of people. But the 4th industry regulations, it's all about refers to the emerging technologies, which has lowered the traditional boundaries between the physical, digital and biological worlds. At the same time, 4th industry regulations provide the world with the potential to regenerate the natural environment, connect billions more people to digital network, and dramatically improve the efficiency of organizations. At the same time, we know 4th industry revolution is being driven by emerging technology. These are the emerging technologies breakthrough, such as the artificial intelligence, robotics, IoT, autonomous vehicles, 3D printing, and lots of. So, the 4th industry revolutions is blessing for the mankind. At the same time, it has a huge impact on jobs. there is lots of jobs, there is lots of occupations will be under threat for the fourth industrial revolutions. I may share which jobs under threat, like travel agent, tailor, surveyors, journalists, legal assistants, finance assistant. These are the jobs under threat. At the same time, fourth industrial revolution is come up with huge opportunity also. It will create many jobs for the new generations. The new jobs like blogger, sustainability managers, drone operator, apps developer, social media, data scientist. These are the new jobs that come up through the industrial revolution. Now, I would like to share what skill set for the future world of work is required. There is 4 skill set for the world of work. Number 1, the basic and foundation skills. As we know, the basic foundation skills means the literacy and numeracy, and the prerequisite for the acquired education and skills. The second thing is vocational or technical skills. Vocational or technical skills means the know-how for a particular job or particular task. These are the vocational technical skills. At the same time, we must to have professional or personal skills. Professional personal skills means the personal attributes, personal traits, ethics, behavior. These are the skills of professional and personal skills. And last one, the soft skills, a set of skills I will define. Core skills, some countries calls core skills for the employability, some countries calls employability skills. These are the 4 skills basically we have for world of work. Now let me define with hard skill and soft skills. These all skills we may define in 2 broad skills, that is called hard skills and soft skills. What is called hard skills? I already informed. Hard skills is something with specifiable abilities or skill set that are easy to quantify. But what is the hard skill and the soft skills all about? Now, may I request Mr. Felix to run the video, please?
Again, change হয়ে গেছে.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, yes. Carry on. Mr. Inam, do you have video?
Yeah. But
Please play it.
I play, but cannot work.
No, because you have to present your screen. Share your screen now. It is not displaying.
It's not displaying?
Yeah, you have to press the present now button and share your screen.
Okay, sir. Now present now, window.
Yeah, share.
Okay.
Mr. Enamel, what happened?
I think it is a problem to play. Okay, I will see with the support of Felix. I will see you in next after my presentation.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Now it's okay?
Wait. No, not yet. Again, you have to share it. PowerPoint.
It's okay. Now you can play your video as well.
I think after my presentation I will play video.
Okay, fine.
Now you are am audible?
Yeah, audible, but the slides are not there still.
Oh,
Slides are not visible.
same problem. Present now, window.
Yeah. And in the middle, you have to push share.
Now okay.
Now you have to go to the PowerPoint.
No, I'm already in PowerPoint.
Not yet.
Sir. Okay, sir. Present now
What?
window.
No. You have to do it again.
Now, okay, I think.
No. Yeah, now it's okay. Now okay.
Okay, sir, I'm sorry for the. Let me start with some terms. Am I audible, sir, now? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, audible.
Okay, thank you. So I'm sorry. Now let's start with some terms commonly used to denote soft skills. It's a big problem nowadays in the world. Many countries are talk about some soft skills with the different names. So I would like to show you some countries that denote soft skills with different names. Number one, the Australia. They denote soft skills by the name is generic skills. In Bangladesh, we call generic skill at the same time we call soft skills also. In Chile, they call soft skill as core competency. In France, they call transferable skills. In Germany, they call key qualifications. In India, they call employability skills. In Jamaica, they denote soft skill as core skills for employment. In Latin America, they called work competencies. In New Zealand, they called essential skills. In Philippines, they called basic competency. In Singapore, they denote soft skills as critical enabling skills. In Switzerland, they call transdisciplinary goals. In United States, they call 21st century skills. In Asian countries, they call employability skills. In ILO, they denote soft skills by the name is core skills for employability. And OECD, we know this organization, they call key competencies. These are the terms commonly used to donate soft skills worldwide. So I am happy to show
Next,
now I will look to what soft skills. Soft skills is combinations of critical thinking, responsibility, communication skills, problem solving, teamwork, emotional intelligence, social skills, leadership skills, and many others. These are the combinations of soft skills. Basically, soft skills is the personal attributes, personal behaviors altogether. Then I would like to share another soft skill name, that is learning to learn skills. Learning to learn skills is also a soft skills. We all know today we are from TVET family. We know today we are equipping our TVET graduate for future work, for future world of work. That today's graduate will work in future with such technology which is not invented yet. That's the problem, because today graduates, today's technology will know more after some few years. So today graduate work in future. So how they will do? They have to pursue learning to learn skills. The TVET family have to pursue the learning to learn skill developed to our TVET graduates. It's very important because the technology becomes more intense in our everyday lives. That is why there are certain skills that will grow the ability to learn skills. So now question is, how we developed our TVET graduates the learning to learn skills? Then we need to focus three things. We need to focus three characteristics, three areas, such as creativity. We need to develop the creativity of among the TVET students. We need to develop the information management skills of our TVET students. At the same time, about adaptability. Adaptability is something because new technology is coming, we need to adapt. So adaptability is a positive attitude we need to develop our TVET students. Otherwise, today's students will not be able to serve in next upcoming days. So learning to learn skills, another soft skills, we must to focus on to develop learn to learn skills of our TVET graduates. Now, I would like to show you a survey that has been conducted by the Harvard University. That is said that 80% of achievement depends on career on soft skills. For the achievement of career, 80% is required for the soft skills, where only 20% is required for the hard skills. So these are the survey works that have been conducted by the Harvard University. From this, we come to know why soft skills is important for the TVET graduates, for the workforce, new upcoming students. So this it is clearly showing. Now, I would like to show you another thing. We know the ecosystem where our student will work, there has the many component, many entity. There's governance, there has a leadership, there is a new work environment, and there is a communication collaboration system. And in this system, we developed our workforce. Now, my question is, are our graduate ready to work with this new ecosystem or the present ecosystem? This is my question to all of you. Are our graduates is ready to work in present and future? That's my question to all of you distinguished participants. Now, I would like to mention you why soft skills are required. Today we are talking about soft skills. So I already present here. The learning to learn skills is required for the future work, for ensuring the future work, or sustainable in the career and future. So at the same time, why we need soft skills? Number one, we need to develop our graduates for global competitiveness. The today graduates in Bangladesh, today's graduates from Philippines is not for the local market, but also they'll work for the global market. So global market need to such types of soft skills. At the same time, a comprehensive or holistic skill set is required for the global work environment. So to equip our TVET graduate, we need to develop and focus on soft skills part. And we need to perform effectively in contemporary workplace, the soft skills is required. The Harvard University research said that soft skills is very more than important hard skills. At the same time, to effectively contemporary workplace, to perform effectively, we have to have focus on soft skills. To develop our TVET student psychophysical system. What is psychophysical system? Psychophysical is something is interrelated relations between a person, his psychology and physical system and psychological system interrelation is called psychophysical system, and we need to develop our TVET students to develop their psychophysical system. And to do this, we need soft skills. And last one, to achieve their goals, TVET students, TVET graduates, most of the work is hard skills. And to work with hard skills, they have to have some sort of soft skill competencies so that it will work together. So these are the cause which we have to focus for need soft skills for our TVET graduates. Am I audible, sir? Are you hearing? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So now, if we come a point that okay, soft skill is required for our TVET graduates. Now, next question is, what soft skills are required for TVET graduates? Harvard University conduct research in a holistic approach, but there is some difference between the work environment and the job nature of the workforce. TVET graduates is mid-class, most of the countries in Asian countries, TVET graduates are the mid-level workforce. They are working in operation and maintenance works mostly. So to do the operation and maintenance works, hot soft skill is required for the TVET graduates. I did a research work from various aspects, and most of the data collected from the Bangladesh. The hot TVET graduates, according to the definition of the UNESCO, TVET graduates, the mid-level workforce almost in Bangladesh, the diploma engineers, they are the mid-class workforce. The hot skill set is required for the TVET graduates. First one, the communication skills, because the mid-level workforce or the TVET graduate must to communicate with each other. The work environment, they need to work with the senior and juniors, lots of people. Then they have to have a very sound and achievable and very excellent communication skill. They must have. And most of TVET graduates, the leader of a team, so they have to have a leadership skills. Today, leadership is something which is empathy. Without leadership skill, it is not be possible to generate extra value. So leadership skill must have. At the same time, they have to have teamwork skills, because they are working in a team. So they need to know the hot factors is working for a good teamwork. So they have to have teamwork. At the same time, TVET graduates mean they are providing the solutions. They are providing a service. So to provide the good service, they have to have problem solving skills. At the same time, emotional intelligence. Nowadays, we all know that we are serving in a customer-oriented environment. So we need to know customer. What's the demand of customer? What's the aspects as working within the customer? So customer may be internal or external. So through the emotional intelligence, the TVET graduate may be able to read his customers. So they have to have emotional intelligence. And TVET means technical works. Technical works must have critical thinking. So they have to have critical thinking skills. And another thing is crisis management skills. Now we are in COVID-19. We are in a big crisis. But TVET graduates, they are surveying their best for the humankind, for the world. So they have to have a sense and crisis management skills. Otherwise, it would not be possible to get excellence in this career. So sense and crisis management skills must have. If I talk about the present scenario, like TVET graduates, most of the TVET graduates, they are working for the social work. I mean, for the utility service like power, electricity, internet. These are the service. They are most of the engaged TVET graduates. But in this crisis, they have to have some technique, some skills. They would be able to manage the crisis. Then they need to take decision every day. Behind decision, there is some factors work. Good decision means to choose the best alternative from the alternatives. So to choose the best alternative among the alternatives, they have to have some decision making skills. And at the same time, negotiation social skills is important for the TVET graduates also. So these are the skill set is required for the TVET graduates. Now, I did a desk review about the current weightage of soft skills in TVET curricula, but I work on it only for Bangladesh perspective, and I go through the whole curricula of diploma engineering technology of Bangladesh perspective, and I found there is 5 major area of learning. If I talk about which is 5 major area of learning, Number one, core engineering. Core engineering means the departmental engineering course. The relevant engineering, if I talk about diploma in computer technology, that means the communication engineering, the visual basic, the programming C, these are the core engineering subject. So this is 54% among the 4% we have. And we have another area of learning, that is allied engineering. I mean, allied engineering means related engineering, because computer technology students must have some skills and course on electrical or electronics, on any other area. So these are the area we have 14%, and we have related engineering, related science subject. Related science subject means the pure science subject. That means mathematics, chemistry, physics. These are the related science subject. This is 16%. And we have another two area like social science. Social science means, that means Bengali, English, social science. These are the subject I denote here. Social science, that is we have 8%. And we have another area of learning, that is business management. Business and management means we have bookkeeping, we have accounting, we have entrepreneurship. We have total altogether 8%. So I come through, here's some result of my desk review on the social science subject and business management subject. And our TVET graduates will be able to develop their communication skills, civil and social relationship skills, and problem solving skills. But in the previous slide, that we already seen that there is lots of skills we need for the TVET graduates. But here we are focusing on three very poor areas: communication skills. These are the scenario of TVET curriculum. But at the same time, in Bangladesh, we have very good practice. You know, we have NTVQM system. NTVQM system has a high focus on soft skills. Occupational safety health skills, also the soft skills. So it is highly focused in that NTVQM system. At the same time, in Bangladesh, we have lots of private organization or corporate houses. They are focusing, develop their employee soft skills by the various module. And if I talk about time management skills, they develop their time management skills, how they can develop. So these are the good practice we have. But in the curricular analysis, so I found there is many area we need to focus to develop the more soft skills. So next, I would like to show you a conceptual framework. Conceptual framework, why I am showing here? Because if I talk about develop soft skills, hard skills, whatever skills, if I talk about, what about the skills if we want to develop our students, we have to develop in a conceptual framework. Because if TVET Institute think after this webinar, after this paper, if a TVET provider or TVET principal think that, okay, I will develop my soft skills to my student, he can. But it will be helpful if we develop a conceptual framework or participative planning. Who is the partner? Who is the component, entity of this framework? That's the government, maybe central or local, and we have TVET providers, and we have employers. So these are the entity. If we can come together a single point and develop a concept that yes, we need the soft skill develop, we need the hard skill develop, whatever skills we want to develop, then it will work easily. So this is the conceptual framework where we would like to focus, and we need to participate in planning for the success. Now, I would like to share with you skills development approaches in Asian countries. As we all know, and CPS is also pursuing with the skills development approaches and helping in the all countries in Asian countries for skill development. The first thing is all of the Asian countries have a focus on TVET and they are working on strengthening TVET system. But how we can strengthen our TVET system? We need to convert the previous curricular-based training to CBT-based training. Competitive-based training is need to introduce in all area of engineering, all area of training. So is another area, and we have to think about another thing is fostering knowledge intensity, because most of the developed country, like if I talk about Singapore, they are pursuing knowledge and innovation and go on next thing to develop their TVET student. So we have to think from now also, because soft skills is also the knowledge-based skills. So fostering knowledge intensity, we need to focus on this area. Another, so we need to have a very collaborative approach, industry institute partnership through workforce training, because the practical thing is, though we need to have honest ahead institute from the industry, but practical thing is industry have the fast and latest technology. So we need to develop collaboration for training our TVET students with the new technology. And we need to develop a local skills ecosystem, because this skills ecosystem is almost a culture. If we cannot develop a culture or local skills ecosystem, we could not be able to develop whatever skills we're talking about. So we need to develop a local skills ecosystem in all Asian countries. Otherwise, it would not be able. Local skills ecosystem means there is lots of component for the development skills: industry, government, policymakers, teacher, instructor, student, whatever we can call. So we have to have a collaborative, and after that we need to fix a developed ecosystem, or that is cultural development for the skills ecosystem. And now we are COVID-19. Most of the scholars say this is the reverse actions of the earth, universe. I don't know, it's maybe, but why? We are ignoring the green thing. We are destroying every day our beloved universe. So we have to integrate skills and technology for green growth. Otherwise, the development will not be able in sustainable. We have to focus on integrate skills and technologies and green growth. So these are the skills development process in Asian countries. Need to refine, need to focus. Now another main aspects of my today's presentations, that if we agree that we have to have very good content in soft skills, have to have focus on soft skills. But question is, how countries can integrate soft skills into TVET system? That's the big questions. So I developed a 6-phase model for the Asian countries, most of the Asian countries, not only Asian countries. It can be applicable for all the countries. The first step is, because countries aspect is different, need is almost different. So we have to have a identification report. We need to identify the types of soft skills is required, and we have to develop the soft skills framework, and that has to develop by the stakeholder consultations. What is a stakeholder? The TVET provider, TVET student, the government, policymakers, scholar, all are the stakeholders. So by stakeholder consultation, we need to identify what types of soft skills is required. And major consultation is major stakeholder is industry, because our graduates are working in industry. So identify is the first step. Then we need to develop the competency standard, curriculum, resources, and that has to be developed by the stakeholder consultations. If we develop such a soft skills by among the if I talk about Bangladesh, if I just education needs to develop the CS, it will work. We need to have a stakeholder concentration. That means we need to work with the industry, other stakeholders. This is the second step. The third step, the another very important area, that is the facilitator or inspector or teacher or trainer or the institution managers. Or we need to develop our trainer, our instructor capacity, because they are the main area. They are basically delivering the skills. So we need to focus, we need to develop the capacity of our teacher or trainer or facilitator or instructor, whatever we call it. So we need to develop our capacity. And fourth step is we need to incorporate soft skills framework into existing curriculum, or any countries can devise existing curriculum. Like if any countries if they want to incorporate this soft skills framework into their existing curriculum, or they can revise, they can add some add some new content in their existing subject, or they can add new course in their curriculum, whatever they can. So we need to develop, incorporate soft skill framework by into existing curriculum or revised existing curriculum. The fifth step is we need to deliver soft skills. But soft skills is something we can, if we deliver soft skills in a traditional way, it will not work. So we need to deliver soft skills training in a new approach. What is the new approach? We have to focus on practice, because the president of IDEB, he said, the practice is the something. If we pursue the practice for the student, it will work for the whole life. That is why we need to focus on practice and learning by doing concept, because soft skill is not something is if we talk, if we read, it will not achieve. It is rather it is practice. So learning by doing approach should be maybe incorporate here to deliver soft skills. Then the last step, we have to have a periodically monitoring evaluation system, and this monitoring and evaluation system must have from the industry assessment, because industry is the last stage for our TVET, our product will work here. So this step is the last step, and at the same time it has to maintain a cycle way in periodically. If we want to stop identify the soft skills framework today, maybe it will not work after 2 years, after 1 year. So for this, I would like to pursue all the distributed participants around the globe to pursue their develop their content in a dynamic system. Dynamic system means everyday sense, and to make a dynamic module, many approaches come up. If I talk about the authority who is responsible for identify the soft skills, they need to contact with like Google. What skills are searching divided? Various emotional intelligence, artificial intelligence system is. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, okay,
sir.
now.
So we need to pursue a dynamic new approach. Dynamic new approach will sustain our course in future. Otherwise, our graduate will not be compete in global market. So these are the six steps I developed for the countries if they want to integrate soft skills into their TVET system. Next, if I talk about the existing graduates or our teachers or anybody or any individual, if he or she wants to improve his soft skills, another module is there, another model is there. Everybody, any individual can improve his or her soft skills by pursuing lifelong learning. So how it will work? First of all, I need to, an individual need to pick a skill he or she want to improve. If I talk about he want to develop his communication skills, okay, he will pick a skill. Then observe. Observe is another way. Observe the positive soft skill you can see others. Like if I talk about if I want to develop my presentation skill, I may observe the Director General of Common Staff College, because he has the very right and good presentation skills. So I can see him through the various social media. So it can another way. Then we have to have a set milestone goal to improve soft skills. Milestone goal, otherwise this project will not be succeeded. So we need to set a milestone goal to improve soft skills in the selected area. Then we have in the global area, we have lots of contents in on net is there. It's anybody can download, anybody can start, anybody can learn from anywhere, from any time, from no problem. So find resource to help you learn. It can be from online, that can be from offline, anyway. So we need to find resource of this particular soft skills. And pursuing lifelong learning is the very key things for sustain our career in future. So we have to focus on pursuing lifelong learning to improve individuals' soft skills to compete the future market. So these are the model. If anybody wants to develop his improved soft skill, he can follow. And also it is applicable for the students, for the TVET Institute, for the countries also. So I am almost last stage in my presentations. Today we talk about the soft skill development, but how we can go forward. I already present here a 6-step model. Now I would like to share with some way forward that we need to conduct regular market assessment. I already discussed, because research-based program can give you the very related and sustainable things, and we have to conduct research, need assessment, and focusing soft skills, because in the age of IF4, most of the skills are needed for soft skills. People's management, critical thinking, these are the skills is come up, and World Economic Forum is forecast the new skills in for the age of 4. So we have to focus and conduct research-based program in future. Another vast area, equip teacher is the very great major problem in the area of most countries of Asia Pacific countries, most of them, because teacher and instructor faculty, they are not aligned. They are in line with the future skills demand. So we need to focus on really we need to focus on the equip teacher, instructor, faculty in line with future skill demand, in line with IR4 demand, in line with soft skill demand. So we need to equip teachers, because soft skills is come from observations. So students, the teacher is the idol man of students. Teachers are most often time they follow their teachers. So if teachers equipped, then it has a dramatical effect among the students. So we need to equip our teachers. Next, we need to ensure dynamic, because what I call dynamic, I already briefed. Dynamic curricula we need to develop, and our update curricula and teaching learning process need to revise and need to rethink in light with 21st century skills. Because nowadays teaching learning process should like this learning to learn way, because our today's skills will not work tomorrow. So if we can develop the learning to learn skills of my students, it will work, it will helpful for sustainable in the next market. It's the next world of work. Next, we have to incorporate learning to learn skills framework. Believe me, from today, we have to have another framework. How we can pursue learning to learn skills. At the same time, we need to develop another skills framework, soft skill framework. the hard skills framework, at the same time learning to learn skills framework, and need to incorporate in whole system. Otherwise, we will not be able to compete in future market. And I would like to request all of scholar, all of policy makers, students of the countries need to establish a lifelong learning setup. Lifelong learning setup is working very good way, because in Bangladesh also we have some sort of websites. In India, I saw there is lots of website. From this website, they, or any citizen, any person, they can pursue his learning from any time. So we need to help a country by setting, by developing, by establishing new lifelong setup. So these are the way forward today. I would like to share with all of you, and I would like to thank all of you for your attention, and I am grateful to my beloved Colombo Staff College, the Honorable Director General, and other faculty members, and the resource person around the globe who give me the opportunity to present here these important aspects of the skills life, that is soft skills. Once again, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Now, I would like to request Mr. Felix, if you kindly present the 1.5 minute video that would be helpful to the honorable audience to distinguish between hard and soft skills. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir.
Yes.
It was okay, sir?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
We need to see the video,
Yeah, but
please.
I need to help Mr. Felix, the ICT guy of CPC.
Did you email your video to Felix?
Yeah, already.
I think he's not online.
I already sent the video to Mr. Shangok Bhattari sir, Director General sir, and others.
I think Sanyug, you can play the video.
Okay, I think if not possible right now, then we can see the next presenter. Then after that we can see. Just have an on 1.5 minutes video. Thank you very much, all of you.
Mr. Inam, can you stop your presentation,
Yeah,
please?
Yeah, okay.
Now,
Thank you,
Sanyug,
sir.
announce for the next presenter.
Yeah.
Sanyug, please announce
Yeah.
for the next presenter.
Yeah. Okay.
Clearly, it doesn't want to mind.
So, it's not what.
In particular, they want employees who have the right mix of soft skills and hard skills. Hard skills are technical knowledge or training gained through any life experience in your career or education. For instance, if you've worked in food service or retail, you might know how to use a point of sale system. Aunque estudiaste en biología o una tienda de lo perfectamente. Soft skills, on the other hand, are abilities that can be applied in any job. Think people skills or social skills. These are skills like leadership, last time, problem solving, and organization. Still not sure what skills to list? Here are 10 of the most common. Remember, employees pay special attention to the skills on your resume.
Hello, Enamul sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
The smallest moves are sometimes the smartest. Like and subscribe for more tips.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Inamul. Now I'd like to request our respected Director General to present your slide, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Inamul Haq, for excellent presentations. And this is one of the objective of CPSC to empower and to strengthen the capacity of young professionals in this type of forum. So today you demonstrated very well, and he is very dynamic TVET expert, not only TVET expert, he is an engineer from Bangladesh, and he is working as in the IDB, the big organizations of diploma engineers in Bangladesh, and he is the very dynamic person. And today's presentations satisfied me a lot, because this is a kind of platform we have to give for young professionals. So this is also a kind of capacity development approach. Thank you very much for your excellent presentations. I like it very much, and hope all the professionals peoples got very insights with your presentations. Now I am going to present, just adding his presentations, like regarding the soft skills. Yeah, so Enamul already clearly explained about what is soft skill, what is hard skills, and now I would like to request Enamul to go through the chat box, and there are many questions to you, so you can prepare for answer after my presentation. And there are some questions like, what is difference between soft skills and life skills? That is also questions I saw. Actually, Enamul also explained, soft skills and life skill is same thing. That is nothing different. Some countries use, or somebody says social skills, somebody use generic skills, somebody use life skills, somebody use soft skills, and somebody use hard skills like attitude things. So that's why there are different terminology, but this is a kind of generic skills which we need to strengthen our career. And I saw many questions, and there was a debate also regarding like Enamul presentations about the, he shared about the findings of Harvard University's research that mentioned that when a person's into a career in a job, to progress the career ladder, soft skills will contribute 80%, and 20%, only 20% contribute to hard skill. That means not for the job itself. That means not 80% soft skill for curricula, 20% hard skill. That is not the meaning. Please, curricula, you have to stick with your standard of the respective country, but that is only for career ladder. When a person enter into a job, then soft skills will play better role to get a promotion, to get additional responsibility. That was the meaning. So this is my clarification only. So in addition to his presentations, I am talking about today's my presentation, like focuses of 21st century skills. In 21st century skills, how they have focused for the soft skill part. I'm going to present here. So my presentations will cover why TVET, 21st century skills, soft skill within 21st century skills framework. So these are the three areas I would like to clarify. Then you can find what is the meanings of this 21st century skills as well. So why TVET? Everybody knows TVET for teach mind. This is a cognitive domain. Train hand, psychomotor domain, practical skills like hard skills. Teach mind, both hard and soft skills, theory related, cognitive part. And taught hearts, this is the attitude parts, mainly soft skill. Then transform lives. See, a TVET can transform a person's or individual's lives from dark to bright, let's say from poverty line to, well-being line or whatever. Just you can see that things. So TVET for 4 T's: teach mind, train hand, touch hearts. Then if you have these 3 things, your life will be transformed. That's why TVET for. So 21st century skills framework, everybody knows this. Like this green part is the key subject, like 3 R's and 21st century themes. Key subjects mean, hard skills things like a core subject, as Enamul mentions about the mechanical engineering things. Like key subjects means hotel management, engineering, agriculture, nursing, lab technicians, whatever. That is called key subjects within that main subjects. Then 3 R's. Key subject 3 R's means I will explain about this green box. Then another box is life and career skills. Similarly, learning and innovation skills. That is called 4 C's. And information, media, and technology skills. So these are the 4 boxes that is called 21st century skills framework. That's why to achieve that framework, we need standards and assessment system. We need curriculum and instruction system. We need professional development of the human resources. Then we need learning environment. If these 4 boxes are not there, we cannot implement the framework of the 21st century. So now I am going to explain about this 21st century skills framework. Like core subjects means in every subject you need science, technology, mathematics, and arts. Or similarly, we need 3 R's means reading, writing, and arithmetic. In every subject, reading, writing skills and arithmetic means basic mathematics things is important. The level of the degree of the weightage of the mathematics might be different based on the subject, but there should be mathematics. That's why in every subject we need science, technology, mathematics, and arts. This is very important. According to 21st century skills framework, this is called core subjects, plus the within that core subjects. Here we are not explaining more about the what should be in the engineering, what should be in the agriculture. That is a hard skills and core subjects part is there. In addition to that, we have to teach them. Science will cover that. Then technology. What are the technology? For example, if we are talking about organic agriculture things or agriculture, so we have to teach what are the agriculture science. What agriculture science said in that particular, if within the agriculture, it might be, let's say, horticulture. So we have to teach about horticulture science. Then what are the technologies for horticulture science? Related technology. Then the applied mathematics, which can contribute to the horticulture subjects. Then arts, related arts, to horticultures, maybe some gardening things, the orchids, orchards, lot of things are there. In addition, we have to teach our students reading, writing, and arithmetic. This is called core subjects. And another is called 21st century themes. This is a green box, green box part. Like global awareness, we have to teach our students in each and every subject. Similarly, financial, economic, business, and entrepreneurship literacy, civic literacy, and health literacy. So these are called the 21st century themes. So this is the main box, like green box. Second one is learning and innovation skills. So I will explain in detail this. I'm not going to explain in this box. Learning and innovation skills called 4 C's: critical thinking and problem solving. So now these all are related with the soft skills. Okay. Learning and innovation skills, critical thinking, problem solving, creativity and innovations, communication and collaboration. Similarly, information, media, and technology skills also both arts and soft skills both. If you know if you studied like a engineering, mechanical engineer, but that mechanical engineer graduate cannot use any information technology or media technology, he or she might not get job. That's why in that career it will contribute. So information, media, and technology skills. Under that, information literacy, media literacy, ICT, and life and career skills like flexibility and adaptability, social and cross-cultural skills, leadership and responsibility, initiative and self-direction. So I will explain this part, especially like soft skills or social skills part. Okay. So 4 C's skills. This is the second box. Okay. Within the 21st century framework, the green box cover the core skills plus 3 R. Now I'm talking about 4 C's. Like under the 4 C's, what are them? Collaboration. So our when our graduates graduated from technical schools or polytechnic systems or TVET system, that graduates should have a collaboration skills, like a group work, teamwork, how to collaborate with other partner. If our graduates want to establish an enterprise, so he or she can find a collaborator or partner, or they have to develop collaboration with bank, develop linkage. So collaboration with the big industries. Maybe our graduate industry will be very small, like ancillary industries, ancillary industries who produce something, and that production will be the input, or let's say resource for the big company. So we have to teach them how to develop collaborations, teamwork. And second one is under 4 C's, communications. We already discussed this. And I saw one question in enamel presentations, why you didn't mention about English language in communications. That's English language is not everything. Don't worry about English. But you have to teach them communication skills. It might be English, it might be Bangala, it might be Urdu, it might be Hindi, it might be Nepali, it might be Tagalog, Filipino, it might be Japanese, it might be French, it might be Urdu, it might be Arabic, it might be Korean, it might be Japanese. But the language is that. But you have to think where your graduates will work. Based on that, you can choose the language. If most of your graduates will go for the Middle East for the work, you have to focus in your curricula Arabic language. If in particular subjects, most of the graduates will go to Korea or Japan, then you can choose Korean language or Japanese language. Or because nowadays English is the kind of common language. That's why basic English is important. If your graduates are going to Australia, Canada, USA, then English is okay. But you have to see the target market. Where are they going? Then only you can focus the language. The communication is not only language. Communication means how do you present? How do you greet? Have we taught our students how to greet to senior, how to greet to supervisor, how to greet to like a junior persons, or how to greet friends? So greeting, farewell skills, greeting skills. Then during the meeting, how to present. During the seminar, how to present. In front of audience, how to present. When you go to your industry, your supervisor, your work, your boss, then how you have to present, how to greet. So these all comes under the communication. I think all of you are know. Then critical thinking. So always, if somebody says, oh, your presentation is very good, you are very nice, you are always nice, you are very good, it means that is not good person, Because human being, we are not 100% correct. We cannot be 100% right. If we teach our students right and wrong, analyze critically, what are the good part, what are the strength, and what are the positive aspects, and what are the area we have to improve. Nowadays, we will not say we don't use the term negative, we can say positive aspects, then improvemental aspect. So, or you can say developmental aspect. So what are the area for improvement? So our student has to give both pros and cons very critically. So that type of skills we have to impart them. That is called critical thinking. Then creativity. So creativity and innovations is very important. So always we have to make our student creative. So how can we make creative? We have to expose them different environment in learning. If you rely only in the institute, they might not be creative. So you have to arrange some exposure visit to industry, exposure visit to other community, exposure visit to a different field, exposure visit to and invite some guest speakers from industry, successful graduates, and we have to give them some project. Then only they will be creative. Otherwise they can't. That's why one of the very thematic area of the 21st century skills is 4 C's. We have to teach our students. We have to impart these skills. Second one is like information, media, and technology skills. Means me between I skills. I interpret it this way. Me between I skills means information's one eye, ICT is another eye. So in between that, there should be media. You might have, so what media you use? So informations, we have to teach our students subject related or global information things. Like what is happening in the globe, what is happening in our country, what is happening in the labor market, what is happening in that particular subject area where we are teaching. Then information is very important. Then we have to teach them use media like this, Google Meet, how to use Google Meet, how to use Zoom. Nowadays, Zoom is very popular. This COVID period, within 3 months' time, that Zoom app software developer, he is originally a Chinese guy. Now he is in US. He earned more than $50 million. So now he became the billionaire already in the Forbes list. See, people, that is called technology. So media. So what type of media? So we have to teach our students how to use Facebook Live, how to post in Facebook if they are from rural, if they don't know, how to use LinkedIn, how to use different media, Google apps, there are many apps. So similarly, ICT, so information and communication technology, we have to teach related. So this is called me between I skills. This is another area of the 21st century. And third one is life and career skills. This is core soft skills. Okay. So for soft skills, we can use life and career skills, generic skills, arts and skills. Different countries, different environment, they use different. But don't worry with that terminology. Just you have to know what are the real meaning, what are the foundations of this life and career skills or soft skills. So flexibility and adaptability. We have to teach our students when they learn in one environment. For example, let's say Bangladesh environment, in Bangladesh culture, but they might work in the Middle East or they might work in the Italy. So in that case, they have to adapt the culture of that place, and there will be many things will be changed. So we have to teach our students how to adapt different culture, how to adapt different food, different taste, how to adapt, different environment, and there might be change within the workplace. So for example, if one teacher is teaching in like a traditional way without using ICT, but if the institute decided to do ICT based teaching and learning, that will be a great change. That teacher might hesitate to do that. He might resist, but same condition might have happened to our students, our graduates, when they go to the workplace, because the environment of TVET Institute and environment of workplace might be totally different. So that time we have to be aware to them to be a flexible and adaptable. Adaptable means work and life. they have to make a balance of both. If you focus only on this heavy weight for work, your life part will be damaged. If you give more time for your life, your work will damage. So we have to teach our students flexible and adaptable things, change context, how to change. If a person is working in a 40-degree centigrade temperature, if that person will go to the 0-degree, or let's say in Mongolia, most of the time in winter there will be more than -30. So that time also, that weather also, that person need to be adapt. So we have to teach potential changes in the workplace environment, what will happen, then at that time how they have to adapt. So lot of video exposures we can give them. This is called flexibility and adaptability. Many TVET graduates have not success in their career because they don't have this flexibility and adaptability skills. That's why we have to impart them this component. This is also one of the core area of life and career skills. Similarly, social and cross-cultural skills. Like, a person's trained in Asia might be in USA for work or study, like in a classroom also. If we are talking, Singapore, Malaysia, even India, some institute, even Philippines, there are students from different countries. So there might be African, there might be Japanese, there might be Asian, there might be Indian, Bangladeshi, American, Australian, whatever. Then we have to make aware to our students about different cultures. What will happen in different cultures? So in every culture, they should have a smile, Then only they can be a successful persons. So social and cross-cultural skills. Like for example, right now in COVID situations, I am in Philippines. I am alone for 3 months already in my apartment. But we are managing our office work. We are managing this type of training. We are managing cooking. We are managing shopping, groceries, and we are chatting with Filipino friends who will available. So these are the things we have to adjust in the cultural things. If I worry I am alone, what will happen? Then I may die. So we should not feel that way. So we have to teach our students how to survive in a different social aspect and cross-cultural skills. So because from the TVET graduates from Asian, South Asian countries and Asian country, many graduates will go to either Middle East, Malaysia, or developed country like in Europe or Japan and Korea. So we have to teach them what are the different culture in Korea. What is the culture of Japan? What is the culture of Middle East? What is the culture of Malaysia, especially food habits, the physical distance between the persons, greetings. Like, if our graduates are going into Muslim culture, so in Muslim culture, it is not advisable to do handshake with female. So these are the things. Lot of things we have to teach. If we do not teach this type of cultural and social skills, our graduates might, get lot of trouble when they in their workplace environment. So this is another aspects of the life and career skills of 21st century. Then similarly, life and career skills under 21st century, leadership and responsibility. Like a leader, leadership is not a position, it is a responsibility. If you feel you got positions like I am engineer, I am principal, I am director, but if you do not fulfill the responsibility of director or deputy director or instructor or principal, you are not a leader. You are not director. Because to be a director, you have to fulfill your responsibility. Means leadership always comes with responsibility. And leadership is about taking responsibility, not excuses. So if we have to teach, if we want to be a leader, we cannot say, sorry, I didn't do this because my staff did this, my collaborator do this, my subordinate this. That is not the things. Leader cannot get any excuse. About taking responsibility. So we have to take responsibility, not excuses. So So to our students also, to our graduates, TVET students also, we have to teach them leadership traits, how we can impart our leadership skills, and how we have to take responsibility and accountability. This is very important. You know, responsibility can be transferred, but accountability cannot transfer. So you cannot transfer accountability. You should be always accountable. So that's why this is another aspects of the life and career skills or soft skills. And another component under 21st century is initiative and self-directions. Okay, so as an TVET graduates, always we have to teach them how to take initiatives. See, there are many in the workplace environment. There might be 20 staff, or there might be 15, or there might be 100, or more than 1,000 also. In that time, always how to be a initiators, how to be a leader, how to be a something. If something I want to initiate, then people like you. Sometimes your initiations may not be success always, but at least you try it. Unsuccess is the reason of success. That's why we have to teach them how to take initiatives in the workplace environment. Like some problems occurred in the workplace environment. For example, fire in the workshop. So that time, if all the staff ran away, and who will take that? Who will use that fire extinguishers, and these gas things or water things? So that time, we have to teach our students, if that type of things happen, you have to initiate to use fire extinguishers like that. That is one example. So how to initiatives in a problem, how to initiative to do new ideas, how to be an initiator in the group, and self-directions. Like self-directions, mindset of self-leader is active points of power, challenges assume constraints. There might be many challenges, many constraints. When you are in your workplace, when you bring new initiatives or new idea, many people will be against you. Many people don't like you because they will challenge you, because they might feel when you will move ahead, you will get promotions and you will be a big person. So that type of jealous people will be around you. So don't worry with that. Be proactive. So be proactive means we have to convert our mindset to our self-leaders, self-directions, initiators. So that is also part of the life and career skills or soft skills. Okay, and another one is productivity and accountability. Like productivity, we have to teach our students how to be a better productive one. If he or she, for example, even teacher, if we have to make a more productivity, always we must have a quality management system or strategic directions in our work environment. For example, we have to teach our students how to set a goal based on your goal. Like for example, if you are working as a principal today, so within 15 years, what you want to be? If you want to be a Director General of Department of Technical Education, or CEO of the Department of Technical Education, or Director General, after 20 years, Director General of CPSC, then you have to set a kind of goal. Then to achieve that goal, they have to develop plan. So I set the goal, but to achieve that goal, what will be my plan? If your academic background is not supportive, then you have to study. You have to equip with more resources, need more exposure, more experience, and you have to fulfill career ladder things. So we have to teach our students how to set a goal, how to make a plan, career plan, and get to work. Then how to get a job, like how to perform the work, stick to it. And sometimes, if one day if you get a problem, like many people might have observed it, when you feel any problems in your workplace, or if you afraid with that problem and you decided to quit that job, don't do that, because problem is the steps of success. That's why don't afraid with problems. So we have to teach our students they should not afraid with problem. So they have to be stick to it, means they have to stick with their work. They have to stick with their plan. Plan might be changed, but they should not change their goal. Or different condition goal also can be changed, but it should be a near about, So you stick to it, then reach the goal. Then only people will reach the goal. This is called strategic directions. So if we teach this type of steps, how to be a successful person in the workplace, then our students can be a productive, workforce for the industry. And same times, they have to take accountability. I already mentioned accountability cannot be transferred, but responsibility can be transferred. Accountability, you have to take accountable. So if you will be accountable, then definitely productivity and accountability. So you have to answer some concerns. You have to answer your responsibility things, and you should be accountable that. You have to resourceful. You must have technology based. Then only you can earn more money. Then you can have a bag of dollar. Okay, so that's why another components under the life and career skills of the 21st century framework is the productivity and accountability. That's why we have to teach within the soft skills component to our students how can we make more productive and how we can be accountable persons in the workplace. So another component for the soft skills, that is entrepreneurship skills, as Inamul already explains about this, so I will not explain more. Entrepreneurship skills, very clear. A person's like in TVET graduates, knowledge, attitude, skills they acquire from the Polytechnics Institute. Plus, to be an entrepreneur, they must have innovations, creation, risk. They have to take risk and they must have resources. Okay. So if they take these things, then they can able to establish enterprise. Okay. So from acquiring knowledge, skills, attitude to establish enterprise, whole process is called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not a single task. It is a continuous effort. Or raw students be a graduates, then acquire some risks, resource, apply innovations, creations, then establish enterprise. Then only we can say that is called, whole process is called entrepreneurship. Okay, a dream of a person's convert into a establishment or event or a business or an enterprise. From dream to that establishment of enterprise, whole process is called entrepreneurship. So we have to teach them. This is also another component of soft skills. So, and civic literacy. So according to 21st century theme, entrepreneurship skills, civic literacy. It's like civic literacy means our graduates should be integrated. They have to maintain integrity. They should be a very ethical person. They should be honest, respectful. If these four elements comes, people like them. Then I already mentioned like critical thinking, right or wrong. We have to teach our students to tell right things for right and wrong things for wrong. Right. Sometimes, people to tell something, they will see the face of boss or they will see the face of their supervisor. If supervisor say no, they will also say no, even though that was the right. That is not the expectations we are looking for from our TVET graduates. So right or wrong, they have to analyze, they have to identify. Then the culturally responsive classroom. So if we are in, for example, if we are in India, so our classroom environment should be related to Indian culture. So we cannot bring Western culture in our environment, means because ultimate goal of education, either TVET or general education, we have to produce, persons with civic literacy, like a persons with national spirit, persons with the cultural spirit to preserve our own culture. That's why this type of elements also we have to aware our students. if they don't have this type of civic literacy like integrity, ethics, respect, honesty, yes or no things, and if they don't follow the cultures, employer don't like them. So that is not the ultimate goal of the employer. Because ethical integrity, that's why image of the TVET institutions also rely on the ethical part of the, or let's say civic literacy part of the graduates. That is very important. That's why 21st century frameworks, this is the fundamental themes of the 21st century. Civic literacy also very important. Okay, now at last, I will show you one video, how to impart soft skills. For this is good for teacher.
Hi, this is Kim speaking from Conceptual. Welcome to episode 92 of Transition Tuesday. Today I'm going to talk about soft skills. These are very important skills for students to learn, especially during their transition years. Right now I'm going to switch over to a short slide presentation to share some information. In today's video, I will be discussing what soft skills are and why they are important to practice for all students, especially transition age students, and then some activities for teaching soft skills. Soft skills refer to a broad set of skills, behaviors, attitudes, and personal qualities that enable people to effectively navigate their environment. These skills are applicable to and complement other skills such as technical, vocational, and academic skills. Some of these soft skills are important for maintaining and advancing in employment because they are such skills as arriving on time and prepared, showing a desire to work, being in control of emotions, the ability to work well with coworkers, completing tasks, solving problems, and taking initiative. Soft skills are needed to be taught because they prepare students for adult life with the goal of the student being gainfully employed. People who master soft skills will often be hired over a person who has mastered the hard skills but is lacking soft skills. Some key soft skills, such as social, higher order thinking, communication, positive self-concept, and self-control skills all influence transition age students in the workforce that increase the odds of success across all outcomes and which employers expect during interviews and on the job. Some activities for teaching social or interpersonal soft skills could be playing social skills board games, show a video or read a story based on emotions and then discuss it in a group, talking about appropriate social and interpersonal skills, assigning group activities where students are working together, and having students volunteer. Activities for teaching higher order thinking skills. Use KWL charts with assigned activities. Play board games like Cash Flow, Stratego, and Apples to Apples. Do a few daily brain teasers. Have the students write analogies, solve mysteries, or do puzzles. All subjects in school have activities for higher order thinking skills. Math, writing, and science are a few subjects that require higher order thinking skills in order to complete assignments. Some activities for teaching the communication soft skills would be to record the student giving some directions with something they're good at doing, such as playing a computer game. Then review the video with them. Then ask them questions like, did they speak clearly? Were the instructions easy to follow? Another one could be is to discuss the different types of communication a person might use in different environments, such as with friends, in the classroom, in a professional setting, and with family. You could also discuss that listening to others' needs and opinions is part of being a good communicator. Understanding and remembering what is said are important skills for the workplace when interacting with employers and customers. Some activities or things that you could do for positive self-concept skills would be to discuss personal cleanliness, as well as using appropriate language and not talking down about themselves. You'd also want to stress that most workplaces require employees to dress in a specific way and to be clean. As a teacher, you're often a role model, so personal hygiene and dress is important to reflect what dressing professionally looks like. And some activities for teaching self-control soft skills would be to practice how to handle challenging situations with role play. Talk about appropriate behaviors and consequences with your students. Help students understand how his or her behavior may contribute to a misunderstanding, especially if it's displayed in the workplace. And have students practice visualization, deep belly breathing, and having a healthy distraction in mind when they get upset. For today's bonus, I'll be sending you an excellent resource from the Office of Disability Employment Policy with activity units for teaching soft skills.
Okay, so hope that video contributed a lot for how to impart soft skills. So you can watch that video after this presentation. Also, you can watch many times. Then you can apply in your classroom, your institute, different skills you can apply differently. Then your students will learn. So at last, I'll conclude my presentations with the beautiful quote from the Lord Buddha. Buddha says, beauty catches the attention. You know, if you see the very beautiful woman or handsome guys, it catches your attention, but character catches the heart. You know, that's why the good characters persons catches the heart. The only beauty cannot catches the heart. That's why, you know, beauty should not be a main indicator if you want to marry someone or handsome. For both, the first point should be character. Character is very important. So we have to produce character-based students, character-based graduates, means ethical graduates with ethical foundation. Then only our graduates will get good jobs and they will perform well and their career will be, move towards very gainful employment. Thank you very much. So with this, I will conclude my presentations. Now, I would like to request Enamul to answer some questions you might have there. Then I will see some questions. If there are for me, then I will try to answer. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your excellent presentations. I think, can you stop your presence? Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can you stop your? Thank you, sir. So I think most of the question you already answered. Am I audible, sir?
Audible, yeah. I tried to answer some questions and many questions might clear with my presentation also.
Yeah.
So please
Right.
try to answer if not.
Okay, sir. Just few question. May I? Someone asked to me that how soft skill can be developed in their country. I would like to request him to follow my 6th step to incorporate soft skills in their curricula. Then School for Civilized Skill Society asked a question that soft skill in diploma engineering program is enough, but the answer is not enough. We need to focus more. This is the answer. And someone said, Mr. Mustafa Kamal, or what is the holistic skills? I think it is already cleared by the presentation of Director General Sir. Holistic is something is the combination of soft skills, life skills, and hard skills. It is the holistic skills. And Mr. Horpodo Sir said, who is responsible for market need assessment? So I think market need assessment is responsible for the, if I talk about Bangladesh, it's responsible for the Bangladesh Technical Innovation Board, Director of Technical Education, and the Minister of Education is the responsible. So another question is example of soft skills. It's already Mr. Or Honorable DG sir explained, and me also. That's the something is combination of leadership skills, critical thinking skills, teamwork, emotional intelligence, whatever talk about we today. That is the example of soft skills. And now I'd like to clarify one thing: 80% and 20%. It's already clarified, but again, it's about it is that the survey works, but not about content, because soft skills we learn from the home and whole life process. Soft skills not depends on the only academic purpose only. Soft skills we learn from home, soft skills we learn from society, from the teachers, from the environment. So this is not about content. Soft skills. Another question was like, what is difference between life skill and soft skills? It's almost same, but have some difference. Life skill means whatever we need for life. That means if I need a oil tie, I need to wire. This is the life skill. How I would like wire. How I will present here. So this is the life skill. How I need to brush my teeth. This is life skills. Everything is life skills. And another is soft skills. Soft skill means the whole characteristics. My characteristics, my behavior is the last stage of my soft skills. So people are seeing you, not my education, but they're seeing, observing my character, how I am react, what I am doing, what I interact. These are the set of competency. That's the denoted soft skills. So Mr. Shishir, another last question. Mr. Shishir, he said how to develop physical and psychophysical system. So I would like to add here, psychophysical system, if we talk about the computer system, there is two parts, hardware and software. Software, there is a operating system. Operating system has some ethics, some values, some strict rules. So every person have some personal ethics, value system. We need to define our value system, our purpose, our ethics. These are the psychological system of myself, and these are the ethics, my values, my purpose of my life is connect with my physical activity. Okay, so my physical activities connect with my psychological things. So we need to develop our TVET graduate to connect themselves with their psychophysical system, to interact each other. These are the concept of psychophysical system. So I would like to thank all of you for your best wishes and your compliments on my presentations. And I am grateful to present here. Because I am a very young professional, almost this is said. So once again, thank you very much for your wishes, for your blessings, and for your support. And from this, I would like to conclude here. And if you have any more questions, you may send me message or email or social media. You may connect me. I will try to connect with all of you. And thank you very much, all of you, for your attention on me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Enamel, for your nice presentations and well covered, answers also. So for me, there are not much questions, and there is one questions from not other than our TVET legend of Bangladesh, Dr. Sekawat Ali. He asked, what will be the ratio of hard and soft skills and which plays vital role in workplace and things? Sir, that's there is no standard ratio. I have to say frankly, it's up to the expert team. They have to develop curricula, but the curriculum writing things is not important. But how do you teach in classroom? Like, for soft skill is a cross-cutting skills. If you say there should be 30%, 40%, 20% soft skill in your curricula, but how do you teach your students? Even during hard skills practical session also, automatically you will teach soft skills. Like during workshop lab, so how they place their tools and equipment, how do they clean after the work? At the end, like 4 o'clock, if the institute will close, do they clean that workshop? Or how they clean that machines? That's all our soft skills. So for soft skills, we cannot say this much ratio. And both skills are important, equally important. But as Inamul already mentions, if a person has better soft skills, their career will be more better than others. For example, some institute, the same day, 2 persons enroll in a same position. But after 15 years, one person will be a CEO of that organization and second person will be in the same position. Why? Because of soft skills. That is very important. Hard skills, both of them were qualified. That's why they got job. But because of soft skills, that's why both skills has important role. Don't worry about it. We have to impart both skills. And for soft skill, there is no hard and fast rule. But you have to mention in your curricula like leadership, entrepreneurship, civic literacy, communication skill, like 4 C's I already mentioned. That type of point we have to highlight it in the curricula. In addition to that, we have to teach during our hard skills also. We have to teach soft skills. That's why there is no fast and hard and fast rule or ratio for soft skills. So, and there is another questions like about the emotional intelligence. How can we convert emotional intelligence in, how can you measure emotional intelligence is very important. Emotional intelligence will reflect the behavior of a person's. How is the emotional intelligence of that person, and it will behave in your, like if a person is sometimes very angry and very supportive or cooperative. That's why emotional intelligence is like a lubricant of a vehicle. Without lubricant, without mobile, the car will run by petrol. Okay. But emotional intelligence is kind of like a lubricant that will reflect in every aspects of the persons. So that's why that it has a very important role. So and there was one concerns like, can CPSC develop a manual, or let's say very good document related to guideline for the emotional soft skills? Okay, definitely we have some, but we are finalizing our one book called practice guide for research for TVET practitioner, guidebook for TVET researcher. So we already completed that. Definitely we will also do this one as per the suggestions. So regarding soft skill also, we will try to publish one book or manual or guideline for teacher. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you for the things, and don't be confused. Soft skill, life skills, social skills, career skills, generic skills, all are same. It depends upon the terminology which you use. Okay, that's why don't be confused with. Once again, thank you for your very dedicated time with patience and very professional questions to the team. And on behalf of Colombo Plan Staff College, I would like to thank to all the distinguished professionals around the globe from the CPSC member countries, respected TVET professionals. Despite your busy schedule, despite your COVID-19 period, there might be many work from home to you. You gave more time for this webinar, and thank you for Enamel and thank you for my team. See you again. Namaste. Goodbye. Good
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Many thanks, sir. Many thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Inamul Haq, and thank you, Ramhari.
Thank you.
Ramcharan, sir.